You know, everyone thinks that Africa is just like a weird place where parents beat up their kids as if you are pounding yam, you know, you understand what I mean? But that's not the way it is. Africa is one of the best places you could live.
Yeah.
And we're going to share our experiences today. Chiku boom bam bam. Welcome to the Real African Family. So today we are going to share our experiences on how we lived in Africa, on how we lived with our family. So we are going to tell you the good and the bad side of every single thing. And here I'm going to introduce my talking donkey. So if anyone wants to say something, we need this, especially when the discussion gets heated.
Yeah, the African home. You know, funny enough, guys, you know, we just see some things and they're like, before you even talk, your father has slapped you. That thing really, no, seriously, it did not happen to me, and I don't know if it happened to any of you. But the real thing is that, yes, we cherish discipline. You know, that kind of thing. Even as a toddler, you do something, at least, you know, there's a way they can, you know, yes. And you know, like, the most interesting part of it all is that you can just be moving around and then someone calls you, your neighbor sends you, the other person sends you, and who are you to complain? You cannot complain, you just have to go for that errand. And if you do anything before you even reach home, they will beat you up and bring you to your mother, and then she will also add some for you. So you better no, but seriously, it was really, really interesting, and I enjoyed it.
My dad never like touched me, even till date. My dad has never touched me. But when we do anything wrong, the look on his face, we just know that we have stepped on daddy's toes. So we just check ourselves and then things move on. But with mom, okay, there are a couple of times. But she's not like she does it all the time, but like in specific moments where she really wants to put her message across. I mean, you go and look for your neem tree yourself, and then you come and then you just bring your hand, they give it to you, you go to your room, you are
grounded. Did you just say your hand?
Yes,
oh my
your
goodness.
hand.
Really?
And then you go into your room and you are grounded, like, till the evening. So I remember there will be times I'll just be writing notes to my mom that I'm sorry, and then I'll pass it under the table, like the door, to my sisters to go and give it to my mom so that at least she'll let me come out and watch TV, because I used to like watching TV when I was a younger man. So like my sisters would do that, and maybe my mom would feel like when she hits us too, like she feels bad, then she'll come and be like, okay, you can come out for maybe 1 hour or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes to like after she's done that, like I remember one time she gave me a big slap on my face after, and I had done something wrong, and she was like trying to just instill the importance of humility, and she felt so bad because my lip got swollen, and she was like, she went to pick the hot water and she was putting it there for me. Hey, why do you want me to be doing this? Don't do this again. Oh, humility is important. Like she just kept doing that to me, and when I went to school that day, I was just like doing this because everyone was like, Janita, what happened to your lip? And I'm like, hey, don't worry, that kind of thing. But it was good, good. At the end of it, so we're like it helped discipline us, and we've turned out good.
And also talking about the beating part, you know, when you just said your hand, girl, you really, really had fun. Your hand, like, that was just an intro. They can't just beat you on your hand and you go scot-free. Then those days, my mom, but really, I really, really love my mom. Like how she did it, I know I received some good beatings, you know. But that one is to lock you inside the study room. There's one place we call the study room, and then she had some canes. I don't know the cables of since 1980 something. She will beat you, and you know, like put that discipline in you that next time when you see that wrong thing, you will remember. Like it will just be like a default setting.
Yeah.
That even now too, I can't even sleep with dirty plates in the kitchen because I feel my mom will come and
okay, sister, you have 30 seconds.
I really, it turned out really, really nice, and yeah, we all turned out good and fine.
Thank you.
Let me just stop quickly on the beating. Like my parents didn't really beat me, but because they had beaten my maybe my elder siblings, I learned from them. So I feel like it's really important because it's better to beat your children at that age. Not really beat them, but correct them in any way you can. It's better to do that than wait for them to be older and then they go and embarrass you in public. And you're trying to drag your children into the toilet and want them. No one is going to listen to you at that point. You're better do like when they're young, when you're at home, train them up in the way that they should go, and when they grow up, they won't be
never
from it.
Spare the rod and you spoil the child. What Akita was saying. I remember one time I told my brother that he's a fool, and then my mom opened the Bible for me. She said, "Hey, you're not supposed to say that. The Bible says we shouldn't say fool. If you say fool, you enter the hellfire or whatever." Matthew 5 or something. I was like, man, that day the slap that I received up to today, I don't remember the last time I ever told someone that you were a fool.
Okay, friends, let's go to the next person.
Okay, with me, my mom didn't really beat me. My mom
Your brothers did
Exactly. The thing is that we are 6 in my family and I'm the last born. Okay, so anything in regards to beating, my mom transferred it to my brothers. But my mom had her own mechanism. What she did was to use her words, though she never used bad words. But then when you do something, once my mom talks about it, you know that you have to stop. And when she talks about it, my mom is a talker, so when she talks about it, you will never do it again. You will never do it again. And it was really fun. And with my brothers, once my mom tells you, okay, I'm going to tell my this brother of yours this, then my mom do it again. And my brothers, because I'm the last born, like they are older than me, like maybe up to 10 years or more than 10 years older than me. So of course there's this kind of respect. So once my mom tells me that, okay, I'm going to tell your brother what he did, okay, I make sure that I don't do that again. And I think no matter how small it was, it has been one of the things that has shaped me, because I didn't do some things. Okay, when I was growing up, when I was young, I was a talker. I was very, very stubborn. Okay, I was very, very stubborn. Let me tell you, I bent my ass and seriously on fire. And yeah, that was the first one. And I think some months or a year after, I bent it on an iron. The same place, the same spot again. So you didn't learn. That was when I was growing up. Okay, but then when I grew up, my mom told me about some of the things I did when I was young. I'm like, is that really Bernard? Because the Bernard now is really doing so the next I need to continue later.
But for me, my mom is a disciplinarian actually. She beats everyone, in fact, from her brothers. Not beat her brothers, but I mean the last one in their house live with my mom. So when he tells you of what my mom did to them, I mean I have uncles who have lived with my mom. They'll tell you, as for your mom, don't even try to just, if she says something once, do it. But the funny thing is, my mom, she doesn't talk loud, so she expects that you listen to her attentively, and she can be with you and she's like, going on. If you don't ask her, what did you say? And you have to like, Mommy, what did you say? I said, go and do this. What did you say? You have to ask her and then she repeats it. So you make sure that you do it. And my dad, I never really saw my dad angry, but I mean, when I went home last year, my dad always tells the funny story of my cousins. My dad is calm, cool, so he told us that my younger ones, they always say, oh, dad, just for that, anything you do, he will leave you. So my dad said one day, he really timed them, and then they did something, and he called them, and he beat them so, and he disciplined them, and from that day, when they see him, they're like, hey, daddy will beat you. So now they know how to behave whenever my dad is around.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I think I would have preferred my mom beating me than talking, because it's like it was really difficult for me. Yeah. But I remember my mom, maybe 3 times she beat me up with pot cover. I Actually, I was more than stubborn. I'm serious, because my mom really beat me up, and then I will run out, go to the corridor, I'll be screaming, and my neighbors will be like, is she killing you? It's real now, it's real.
Make those yourself now that you make.
Chicken bam bam bam, everything.
Chigi boom bam bam.
Okay, let's start. There's no time.
I'm sorry, I've already started. Yeah. Ha! Welcome to the African family.
Oh my god!
Yeah, because you need to
African family.
Did you see my face? I'm like,
We'll use that.
We use this.
Yeah.
So now let's go.
so.